Leaders, this is a quick video about how to schedule people for your ministry teams, how to create those positions so that you can schedule for any new ministry teams that could pop up, or if you needed to add someone to a serving list. This is how to do that. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to get into CCB, and then either on the right hand side over here under My Groups, you can go and find the group that you need, or you can click into Groups over here. Now once this page loads, we'll scroll down and find the group that we're in. Today we're going to be in the office group for our staff and pastors here at the office. So first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go over to Positions. Now, as you can see, I've created a position called Recycling because the recycling needs to be taken out. But if this was a new group and you needed to create that position, over on the right hand side you have a button over here that says New Position. You'd click on that and it opened up. Pretty self-explanatory. You'd put in the position name. If there needs to be a description, you'd have it there, and then you want to click Listed so that everyone can see it. And I really don't know if you need to fill any of these qualifications we're not using currently. So just put in the name, click Listed. If you want to put a description, you can do that, and then click Save, and it'll add that there. It'll take you right to the new position. Then up here in the screen, you can just click Back to Group. It'll take you where you need to go. Back to the group page. It'll open up Positions. You can see that the new ministry team called Trash has now been added. So now that we have those, we can go into Schedules. Now, you see current schedules and past schedules. We don't have either. So what we need to do is click New Schedule. This will open up a box for us. These are preset within our system, but you can click Custom and create a new one. So I'm going to create one for Thursdays at 3 p.m. to 5. And you don't have to click the Add button because you've already got it selected. If you clicked Add, it would add you a new custom box. So you just click Next Step. Your start time must be before your end time. Yes, that helps. So then we'll click Next Step, and you can X these two. It's not a big deal since you don't need them. And you see all your positions here, and you need one person for recycling, one person for trash. If, for example, in AG Kids, you've got toddlers, pre-K, K through third. There's multiple people serving in that position at the same time, so you can just change this to how many ever people you need. But for my purposes right now, I just need those. And if you needed to create a new position and you forgot to do that, you can just click this Create a New Position. It'll open up that window for you. Click Next Step, and you've got when you want it to start and when you want it to end. We normally do scheduling by the month, so it automatically selects the first month of March. It says ending in Thursday because that's the scheduled time for the serving. If you were serving on Sundays, it would do that. And then I'll go down here and find the week ending with March and select that. It auto sets it to Mar in 2016, Feb, all those short versions of the months. Once you've selected that, again, you just click Next Step. Step 4, View Summary, Week Range, the entire month of March, Service, 3 p.m., Recycling and Trash. All looks good. Click Create Schedule. If you needed to, you could just click on any of these ribbons and go back there. So once we click Create Schedule, it'll refresh. And this is kind of an overview page showing us that we don't have people for these slots yet for each week. You can go into the particular week and schedule people from that certain week by clicking Assign Volunteers, and it'll open up and it'll show you here who you've got assigned. So once the next step, I'm going to show you how to assign people for the entire month in one fell swoop. But that week with all 5 weeks on it, when you click into a week, it'll show you who's declined, who's unconfirmed, and who's confirmed. And so that number of volunteers, 0101, could be that they haven't confirmed, could be that they declined, but once they've accepted it, it'll change to a 1 or how many ever you need. So full week view, go over here, we're going to click Assign Volunteers. This is going to open up a box for us with every week in every position that we need. So weeks up top, positions on the left-hand side. If we had more positions, it would be one big chart and graph, so you can see where people are serving, where you're putting them in there. So what we need to do is, it says 1 more needed across the board. If you had, again, this is based off that quantity box. If you had more than 2 people, it would say 2 more needed, 3 more needed, and as you added people, that number would change. So click 1 more needed. So currently, I've got myself, Anthony Burchett, and Nathan Ernsting in here. They're interns at the time of this video. And then Jeff Horton, whose maxed overall preferences say he's not available to serve. And the reason that is in his profile, he has put a setting in there saying he doesn't want to serve more than a certain amount of times a week. And if that's the case for this video, I'm just going to override that because I'm the group leader and I have the ability to do that. But in other cases, you're going to want to try to respect that, and if they put a preference in there, we want to honor people and trust them in that as they steward their time. But also, it could be worth an email just saying, hey, I noticed that I hadn't even made the schedule for this month, and you had maxed overall preferences already selected. Are you serving too much? Do you feel tired? Did you maybe it could be easy as one button click in their profile that didn't get clicked and undone, so it's showing maxed overall preferences for everyone. So it's always worth a kind, humble email to communicate that. So you got available people that are ready to serve, unavailable people, and then if you needed to add someone, you can do this here. So I'm going to add Becca to our list, and it shows up. You just click Add, and then she's added unavailable as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to assign myself for this week and just click Save. So I had Becca assigned as well, so all I need to do is X that, and then I'm there. And then next week I'm going to assign Anthony. I'm going to click in here and just kind of go all the way down. For my purposes, I'm just going to override Jeff's thing and Becca's, just because this is a tutorial and I'm not actually doing it. And then I'm going to go, so I went into the trash and there was no one there. For recycling, people were there. So what I need to do is go into the need and then add people to a position. So I'm just going to add, just like I did earlier, I'm just going to add myself and Nate for the purpose of this video. Nate, click Save. Since I added us, we were automatically selected, so I'm just going to delete that. And then go in here, add Nate, 1 more needed. Go in here, add me, Nate, me. Oh, missed one. So once everyone's assigned, you can see that they've changed from white boxes to this kind of brownish gray box, and at this point you are not done. So you filled all your positions with people. You're ready to send out the volunteer request. Do not click I'm finished. If you do this, it's going to save your work, but it has sent no request for people to respond to serve. And so if you just clicked I'm finished and shut your computer and walked away, and then you showed up next week and we're expecting someone to be filling an administrative team position, no one's going to be there because no one got an email because you just clicked I'm finished. If you needed to work on it in the scheduling in a couple different time frames, you could click the I'm finished, log out, it'll save it all, and then you can come back later and send out those requests and finish the scheduling. So if you clicked I'm finished on accident, not a big deal. go back and just click the Assign Volunteers button again. Once this opens up, we'll see that everything we did was saved and it's just like it was supposed to be, but instead of clicking I'm finished this time, we're going to go up here and click Actions. So under Actions, we've got Reselect Date and Times. So what that'll do is instead of being Thursday from 3 to 5, we could change it from Wednesday from 2 to 4. You can do that if needed, or go up here to Send Requests. So we got some options down here. For the very beginning of the month, you're just going to click Select All Weeks. If you had gotten some rejections and you just needed to do it for March the 10th at 3 o'clock, I could just click that one and it would only send out requests for that date. But for our purposes and for the general purposes, we're just going to click Select All Weeks. And then down here at the bottom, it asks, who do you want to send this to? Unconfirmed request or not yet sent request. So unconfirmed request would be if you've sent it out and people have not responded to maybe the second and third week, you could just have those weeks selected, click unconfirmed request, and it would send it again to hopefully get people to say yes or no. Or you have not yet sent request, which is what we're doing because we've made the schedule, we've filled it with people, but we clicked I'm finished, and so no serving requests were sent. So select all the weeks up here, click not yet sent requests, and then when we click send, it's going to send out an email to those people for each time we scheduled them for. I'm not actually going to send it now because these are not real positions. I made them for the purpose of this, but that's it. You have to go in and create the positions from the group page. You create the schedule, you assign the volunteers, and then instead of clicking I'm finished, you click send request. So again, positions, schedules, pretty straightforward. CCB walks you through it. I hope this was helpful. As always, if you have any questions about something or something comes up, let me know, and we'll get that taken care of as soon as possible. Thanks, guys. Love you and appreciate you.